welcome to the taste through of the 2023 Wine Club pack, Winter Wine Club.
Yes.
And 2023, that sounds crazy to say. I don't know why.
Time goes fast.
It sure does. So I am Devon.
Dylan.
We are the winemakers here at Pacific Breeze. In case you didn't know that already, hi, nice to meet you. And let's just jump right in.
A little drink through for our new release. First off is our 2022 Pinot Blanc Special Edition. We will be releasing a non-special edition of the Pinot Blanc later on. This is our first white release from this vintage. The Pinot Blanc Special Edition. It's fermented completely in stainless steel. That's mainly to just control fermentation temperature, which keeps some certain aromas around. But then we put it into oak. This has been in oak for about 2 months, and then we pulled it out. Gives it a little bit more fullness, as well as that smoky, oaky palate.
Yeah, with a wine that we fermented this dry, it's nice to have that oak there to give a little mid-palate balance. It kind of almost feels sweet because it's so fruity, and then you have the oak sort of balancing the mid-palate and filling the mouth. So it doesn't feel abrasively dry, although it's nicely balanced, good acidity. The aromas of, it's like lemon zest.
Yeah, it's really citrusy with a bit of a
tropical
vibe.
Yeah.
There's like some coconut from the oak.
I really get pineapple.
Pineapple,
Yeah.
I was going to say. Yeah. And I think you said earlier, like a little key lime pie. Because you almost have that like meringue quality to it.
Yeah, which I think the oak, it's like that vanilla quality from oak coming out that gives it that like rich key liminess. And just the light aromas maintained by that cool, slow fermentation stainless steel. Just lemon zest, citrus, peach, honeysuckle.
Yeah, there's a touch of that floral side to it. I find it very easy to drink on its own, but because of the oak treatment, it's a little bit more full-bodied. I think this is very versatile for food pairings as well.
Definitely. A nice light fish, scallops, halibut. Sushi would be even good.
Sushi.
We could do. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Fettuccine Alfredo. Anything with a cream sauce, I think this would hold up to. Still, that's probably getting like close to the high end as far as like body goes. But yeah, just a light cheese too.
Light cheese. It's not as oaky as a typical Chardonnay.
Yeah.
So you're really only getting the hints, so you don't want to go too creamy.
Yeah.
But
because it's 2 months in oak. It's really just like it's kissed with oak, and there isn't
a chef's kiss of oak.
I don't even know what that means. But there's zero malolactic fermentation, which also separates it from the idea of a classic Chardonnay. So it's still got that crisp, bright acidity finishing it off, so it doesn't get into those flabby corners like some Chardonnay might. Super cool. I think it's a great wine to transition into hopefully an early spring.
It was sunny yesterday.
It's sunny today. But yeah, really cool wine. Perfect mix of complexity and ease to drink.
And hopefully, summer comes soon. It's like a little sunshine in a bottle for now.
Whoa. Tagline. Okay.
And now we will move on to the 2020 VQA Cabernet Sauvignon. So this is our first vintage of straight Cabernet Sauvignon from BC. And we get these grapes from as far south as you can in BC. It's on the border in a Soyuz. Our phones roam when we're
go into
there.
roaming when we're there.
But I think this is a really spectacular display of BC Cab Sauv. And I'll give you a little pour.
This is what can happen when everything works out. Cab Sauv is an incredibly hard grape to grow in the Okanagan Valley. Often it's used in blends because it isn't exactly a standalone. But this is a true example of what can be done when everything goes right.
Oh, it just brings a smile to my face right away. I smell it, and it's jammy, it's strawberry. There's a touch of herbaceousness, but certainly not the first thing that jumps out.
No, it's like candy. It's like I'm smelling like it's
those little black berry.
The little currant candy. They used to be 5-cent candies when I bought candy. I don't think they're 5 cents anymore. So intense, though. It is very like that jammy, concentrated, like Jolly Rancher, just very extreme fruit, which is so nice. It's got 2 years in oak, not necessarily all brand new oak, which really allows that fruit to sort of still be the star, but is just complemented really well.
And the palate, it just, that fruit leads into a palate of jammy fruit. It's a little plum. It's like wild strawberries, but the tannin is so robust. 2020 was an excellent season for growing Cab Sauv. Really hot summer, really lingering fall.
Oh.
I remember I was like 8 months pregnant and we were roaming the vineyard and just dying.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was very warm.
Good little bit of cedar. Tannins are definitely there. Chewy still.
There's like a toasted spice.
Yeah, that almost like a little Christmassy spice, which I think is from the barrel. With this, I would say, I mean, because this is our first 100% BC Cab Sauv, I'm guessing it's like 5 to 7 years. It'll be hitting its prime.
I do find that with BC, those bigger BC wines, they take a little bit more time in bottle. Although this is tasting spectacular. We've been drinking it on the nightly.
We've had over a case.
Yeah.
The 50 case production is not 50 cases anymore.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry. With a wine like this, I would drink it on its own. And it could also go with, I think, like a filet mignon on the grill. What would be your go-to?
I would say,
or did I already steal it?
like a grilled steak or like.
You're a bit more of a strip loin. You're a bit of a New York person.
New York strip. I would say like you could go into the hamburger territory, like that, like grilled burger.
Hamburger territory.
It is a place I'd like to visit.
Yeah.
Sorry. No, a good hamburger, like.
Yeah, like a smoked applewood cheddar cheeseburger, like real smoky.
Some dark chocolate.
Oh
Yeah.
This was part of our Valentine's Day flight and chocolate pairing this was paired.
Yeah, so I put this with a tiramisu chocolate, which really kind of emphasized that creamy vanilla and like mimicking the vanilla in the oak. So it like
wasn't it creme brulee?
Creme brulee. Yes, you're right. Sorry, what did I say?
Tiramisu.
Oh, sorry.
You went to Italy versus France.
Yeah. So a creme brulee. So it really like elongated the finish on this wine. But I also tried it with the double raspberry dark chocolate.
That was really
and that was pretty spectacular as well. I mean, that chocolate was just delicious with red wine.
Yeah, that was really cool. If you missed it, sorry. You missed it.
But, you can do your own flight of chocolate and wine at home, which I do recommend.
100%.
100%. Some chocolate and wine. Can't go wrong.
Really pleasant. And now, next is our 2020 Reserve Petit Verdot, grown in Columbia Valley, Washington. Petit Verdot is a lesser-known grape out of Bordeaux. We call it the dark horse of the Bordeaux varietals. Cab and Merlot get a lot of play. Petit Verdot is a little less known, but we love it. Often it's used as a blender to just have that raw structural component in a blend, but we love to do it on our own, its own. Sometimes I drink it by myself, but
it is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The Petit Verdot, classically one of my favorites.
This is aged 2 years in oak, and our reserve program gets the new oak every year.
It's like a warm vanilla spice on the aroma with really jammy currant, blackberry. Again, those red fruits, really concentrated.
Yeah, huge.
Just leaps from the glass.
It's been one of our wine club favorites for a few years now. Yeah. I think our first release was maybe 2011.
Yeah, I want to say 2011 because it was just when I was arriving. So
right. Oh, yeah.
Just really concentrated fruit and just really nice structured tannin. It's not overwhelming. This is a wine that I could drink reading a book, but also drink with like beef bourguignon. If you're going vegetarian, a portobello mushroom, some balsamic glaze, grill it. That would be phenomenal.
Because that almost like that concentrated stickiness from balsamic is like it's almost like that. And again, that has a lot to do with 2 years in oak. We're actually evaporating a lot of wine, or rather water. So it's like a concentrating effect of both alcohol and flavor.
Mm-hmm. And the earthiness from a portobello mushroom, I think, would lend very nicely to kind of
complement the like cedar cigar box, like some of those elements in here.
Yeah, we love this vineyard in Washington that produces the Petit Verdot. It's something really special because not all Petit Verdot can be this jammy and fruity.
No.
Often it's very structured, that's why it's used in the blends, but not classically done on its own.
No.
Yeah.
And this is 100% Petit Verdot.
And we love it. We like to do some unique things here. Yeah, play to our tastes.
Yeah. And we are both crazy about this release.
It's true.
Generally, the special edition, we've done it a couple times before.
It started as an experiment. We'd never oaked Pinot Blanc like that. We thought we'd do a little project, and we've kind of tweaked it over the years as far as like sweetness and time in barrel and all of those factors.
But this is like one of my favorite wines that we're going to make
absolutely
all year. This, I was so surprised by, and I love it. Like, it's going to give the Reserve a bit of a run for its money.
Yeah,
I still think the Petit Verdot is my favorite, but this is so cool. I love it.
And at the price point, we're giving you a deal, $26 in the pack, but aside from the package, it's $29, just because Cab Sauv is so hard to grow in the Okanagan, really low tonnage per acre, so just more expensive all around.
But yeah,
I think you're going to like it, though.
Yeah, this is such a cool pack. I would say you drink all three in a day.
That would be, I love doing these
like you do a meal.
Book your wine tasting. Yeah. Also, book your wine tasting.
Yes.
So that you can try all three side by side and you can really pair up with when you want to drink them. And I would recommend picking up a few extra bottles when you pick up your pack because these will sell very fast.
Yeah, we've got a little under 100 cases, less than 50 cases, and less than 100 cases.
And our wines have been selling out very quickly. Our PB&G vintage, we released it and it was gone. There was 2 or 3 bottles alone left on the shelf for a couple of weeks, but now we're down to 1 bottle.
Yeah, it was the whole vintage in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, which is insane. So pick up extra wines, stock up. We also know that PST is going up in April. April 1st, PST is jumping from 10% to 16%. So stock up while you can.
You'll save 6% right away.
Yeah. And we think they're worth it. So, and we hope you enjoy them too.
Cheers, enjoy, and hopefully we'll see you here soon.
Yeah, cheers.
Sorry, I was over 4.
Annually, my favorite wine. This is always right up on the top of my favorite baby. Favorite baby of the wine world.
Yeah.
Obviously, we now have a baby. So.
Yeah, not that baby.
Not that baby.
Yeah. We call it the Dark Horse of Bordeaux. It is. You look. It's all good.
Sorry, I'm losing it.
Bordeaux. If you buy French Bordeaux's, they could be.
Does this go on the blooper reel or do we leave it in? Sorry. I may have just ruined.
Baby, I don't know what you're. Okay. Keep it together. Keep it together.
Ooh, okay.
This is staying in.
No. Okay.
No, I can't stay in. I'm lost. There. But we're not even recording.
No. That's right. Christ, we're doing so well. And I said baby.
This is baby. my baby. But not my baby, because we had a baby. That's not that baby. This is another baby that we had.
We have to restart.
Okay, well,